How many of you still remember the Otokoto ritual that happened in Owerri in Imo State? This happened back in 1996 on September 19th. It all started with this hotel called Otokoto Hotel, owned by Vincent Duro. A young boy called Anthony that sells granite was hawking his granite that fateful day. Then someone that works in the hotel as a gardener who goes by the name Innocent, which wasn't innocent at all, called the boy and lured the boy into the hotel and told him that he's going to sell all his granite for him. A 12 years old boy who was very curious and didn't know anything and was happy that someone was going to help him in selling his granite trusted Innocent, trusted him so well that he collected a cold beverage from Innocent, not knowing that Innocent has laced that beverage with a sleeping drugs. He gave the beverage to Anthony. As Anthony drank that beverage, immediately he passed out. So as he passed out, Innocent carried Anthony into a room, in an empty room that wasn't occupied by the people that comes as customers into the hotel. He carried him into the room and decided to harvest the boy's body. He started with the boy's head. He severed the boy's head, cut the boy's head from his body, removed his private parts and also his intestines. As he did all those things, he decided to transport the boy's head and the boy's penis and the boy's intestine that he has removed from the boy's body and take it to another place to give it to one of his cult members, one of the people that is in his gang for the morning ritual. But unfortunately, the person he was going to go and meet was not available. The person traveled to Lagos. He buried the boy, the granite seller, Anthony, in a shallow grave within the hotel, the Otokoto Hotel. Then took the boy's all the parts that he has removed and put it in a black nylon bag and decided to transport it to the place. By then, communications were hard. It's not everybody that had cell phones. It's not anybody that could afford cell phones by that period of time in 1996. So he didn't communicate to the person that he was taking those parts to as he was taking it to the person. Then he stopped an Okada rider and told the person, the Okada man, that he was going to a certain place to go meet a certain person. As Innocent got into the Okada, they were driving. The Okada started feeling something off. He started noticing blood dripping off from that sack that he was holding, the black nylon bag that he was having the boy's head in it. As the Okada noticed it, as he reached a checkpoint, a police checkpoint, immediately he raised the alarm sorry, and told the policemen that this is what he noticed. Immediately they searched Innocent's bag and saw the granite seller's head, Anthony, inside the bag. It was a shocking news, but everybody weren't happy in Owerri. Immediately the news broke. The news station got the news and they broadcasted the whole incident that's happened. That this man that works as a gardener in Otokoto Hotel was caught with a human head. Already the people of Imo State, already the people of Owerri has already been concerned about the missing people that goes missing all of a sudden with no trace, with account for them. Happy. They started a riot that lasted for 2 days. They went to Otokoto Hotel that was owned by a businessman, Vincent Duro, and demolished the whole building. Before Innocent was taken to the police station, he made a confession. He told the police that he was taking the head to a certain person, and Vincent Duro is also an accomplice to the whole thing that is happening. This is not the first time of him killing somebody, and this is not the first time of him taking those parts for ritual purposes, for powers, for spiritual powers, and whatsoever they usually use the human parts for. So he told the police all those things and they locked him in a cell waiting for his trial. But unfortunately, innocent was killed in the police station. People started asking questions: who would have done those acts? Who would have killed innocent in the police station? Immediately, other investigations started surfacing. The police officer they were on duty was also arrested because they had a connection in killing innocents in the police cell. So everybody was angry because the businessman that owns the hotel, that Anthony Duro and Vincent Duro, sorry, was also a big man and also influential. So they didn't want the case to just die down like that. So immediately people started agitating. People started bringing appeals. They arrested Vincent Duro. They arrested him and some other people that was connected with that crime. That trial lasted for decades. The trial lasted for a long period of time before they were sentenced and the execution took place. They all were sentenced to death by hanging, including Vincent Duro's son. He was also sentenced to death by hanging because he had an involvement in the killing of Anthony, the granite seller. And aside that, there were also other people that they have actually killed that later surfaced. They searched the whole property, demolished the whole property, and justice was served.